Our resident Yankee fan, of course, is Dylan McCourty, and if you could look through the world of baseball and pick somebody who would be the next man to put on the pinstripe and guide this historic franchise, who would it be?
You know, I'm hearing a lot of those names we heard there, and there's some dots that are easier to connect. Let's have some fun. Let's make everyone available, the whole pool, even unrealistic options.
Okay.
How wild would it be to get Buck Showalter back? The guy that was pushed out, got the Yankees to the brink in 1995, then was let go, made way for Joe Torre. The rest is history, 4 straight championships, but a lot of people felt like Buck really set this team up to go win with the core 4 in the Jeter era embarking. How weird would it be to see him brought back, go full circle, and finish what he started there in the early 90s? Plus, as a Yankee fan, it would get what I still think is one of the best managers in baseball out of our own division, away from the Orioles and in pinstripes. It is funny, though, because for Yankee fans, for the Yankee organization, it's sort of like Michigan, where you hear a Michigan man, a lot of times they want to go with a Yankee guy. Someone, that's why you're hearing names like Rob Thompson, Tony Pena, Willie Randolph, Don Mattingly, those type of dots connected back to this job, even though a guy like DeMarlo Hale might make more sense, or Mark DeRosa, Eric Chavez. A lot of what I'm hearing is that Joe was just a little too rigid, a little too tense, and with this group of young players still developing, they wanted someone less robotic, like we heard our insiders say right there. There's a name being floated around, Eric Chavez, that's very interesting because he worked with Cashman. Cashman has said he wants to go with someone that he's familiar with instead of going totally out of house like a Brad Ausmus. He worked with Chavez for a couple years. Chavez spent some time as a Yankee at the end of his career. This really could go a number of different directions here. I think the likeliest candidate is probably Rob Thompson.
I'm going to spring this on you because I think a lot of Yankees fans and baseball fans in general, had Derek Jeter not gone the ownership route, did he have the tangibles and intangibles, do you think, to manage at the major league level?
I think from an early point, from a point towards the end of Derek's career, from him, as fans, you'd love for him to be the Yankee manager. But similar to a Ted Williams, similar to a Michael Jordan, those type of guys that were great as players always aren't cut out as great managers. And Derek let it be known he wanted the business side. He wanted the suit side more than the uniform side post-career. If it's not in you to sit there and stress with this team and live and die and grow gray with a team for 162 games plus, hopefully, when you're wearing the pinstripes, then it's not in you. And I don't really think that side of it is in Derek. So even though that would be a pipe dream, unbelievable hire that would make everything right in the boogie down, he's just not that guy. I think there are other guys that are more connected to this team. I've heard A-Rod's name thrown around because people see him as a brilliant mind, and players respond to him. He had that chat with Gary Sanchez that busted him out of a slump a little bit. So there's all sorts of names being thrown around. I think the most likely at this point is in-house Rob Thompson. It saves Cashman and the Yankees some money, and he knows this team, and he's a little cooler under the collar than Joe Girardi.